Hey. Well, I get asked this question a ton, and I want to say thank you to my viewers and subscribers for always commenting and sending your questions to me. I love answering them and conversating with you guys. But a lot of you want to know, hey, how is it living in South Carolina, in Charleston, as a black person? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to answer that question for you. So before I get into this video, don't forget, hit that subscribe button so that you are subscribed to my channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that every time I put out a video, you will be notified. And make sure you like this video, comment. I reply to all of my messages. Well, I get asked this question so often when I have a message in Instagram or YouTube or any social media site about being a black person and living in Charleston, South Carolina. Well, of course, remember, I'm born and raised here in Charleston, South Carolina, so my experience may be a little different from you moving to South Carolina and hadn't been here all of your life. So I'm going to give you 5 tips as a black person that's going to help you live in Charleston, South Carolina. So number 1, do your research. Check out the area and see if you see yourself living here. Does it have the activities you enjoy? If you do not have a car because you're coming from a big city, do you have a driver's license? And are you planning on purchasing a car? Because a lot of people here in the Charleston area drive. Yes, we do have public transportation, but most of the time we are drivers here, and we get around with our own vehicle. Will this area accommodate the lifestyle that you like living? So do your research and make sure the area is right for you as a person. Number 2, be open-minded. I get it, it's South Carolina. It's the South. And of course, there's a lot of good and very bad history here in Charleston. So I do understand your concerns, but go in with an open mind when moving here to Charleston as a black person, because it is 2021. The last I checked, I was born free. So I go everywhere. I interact with everyone. I just wasn't raised to be the person that only interacts with one culture. Sometimes I will walk into an establishment and be the only black person there. But my mind doesn't instantly go to the fact that, oh, I'm the only black person there. Could these people be racist? Could I be outcast or not wanted? That's not the first thing my mind goes to. Yes, I scan the room, see who's there, see if there's anyone I know there, but I don't think about the fact that I'm the only black person in the room. And you will find that sometimes in some of the establishments and restaurants when you go out in Charleston. It's not that black people aren't wanted, it's just that sometimes just not there. But the more people move here, the more different kinds and types of people that move here, you will definitely find a mixture of all types of people when you are out and about walking, exploring Charleston. Number 3, embrace your differences. I'm usually very artistic, articulate, eclectic, especially when I dress. So a lot of times I stand out. I don't mind being different, but I also respect the differences in other people. I love learning about different cultures, different food, the way of life of others, just to know that the way I grew up may not be the way you grew up. So I love learning about other people, about other races, about their history. I am just that person that's curious. So I embrace the differences in everyone. So you should as well, because coming to Charleston, you will definitely find different kinds of people, and it just may not be your thing, and that's okay. Number 4, find groups of people that have the same interests as you. If you're moving to Charleston from a big city and you're having a little difficult time adjusting to the different way of life, because Charleston is definitely a little bit more laid back, relaxed than some of your bigger cities where it's the hustle and bustle and fast pace. So you may have a little bit of trouble adjusting to Charleston's way of life. So I would say look into group meets and Facebook groups that have the same interests as you, so that you don't feel like you are outcast or isolated from the type of people that you like being around. For some people, it's definitely a culture shock, and it takes some adapting to get used to Charleston as a whole. And also, Charleston has so many things that you could do here that will help you to understand the history of Charleston and also appreciate that it's 2021 now and things have changed. Things have changed. I mean, I can say growing up here in Charleston, I see so much of a difference when it comes to the type of people that are here, just the people in general. I'm not going to say that there isn't racist people here. I feel like racism is everywhere, not just in Charleston, not just in South Carolina, or not just in the South. It's within a person. So if you have people, you're going to have those type of conditions. But I can tell you, if you are the person that are free-spirited, love people, love talking to people, enjoy getting to know people, this is the place. Charleston is a friendly place to live. And yes, you can walk down the street and someone make eye contact with you and say hello. Then you may walk down the street and someone make eye contact with you and don't say anything. Doesn't mean a thing. I'm the type of person, I speak to everyone, and if they don't speak back, so be it. I keep moving. That's just how I look at it. I am always reminded of a great quote by Dyer. And it says, change the way you look at things and the things you look at will change. And that's basically how I live my life. I don't really worry about what other people think or what other people do or how other people view. And that's basically how I live my life. So when I get asked that question about being in Charleston and as a Black person, I could see your concerns and I totally get it. But coming from someone who was born here, raised here, I can tell you, you have no worries. There's no fears. And number 5, the most important number of this video, is if you are considering moving to Charleston and you have more in-depth questions about being a Black person living in Charleston, reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you and give you my full opinion about living in Charleston in 2021 versus living in Charleston growing up in Charleston as a kid, because there is a difference. Well, I'm Carmilla Rena, and I am a licensed real estate agent born and raised right here in Charleston, South Carolina. And I love bringing you helpful tips and fun facts about my home state, South Carolina. So if you are looking to buy, sell, invest, whatever, here when it comes to real estate in the Charleston, South Carolina area, reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Well, don't forget, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I drop a video, and make sure you like this video. Comment. Love to hear your opinion about Charleston, South Carolina, living here as a Black person, white person, Asian person, whatever person you are. I'd love to hear from you. Well, until next time, thank you for watching.